Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. With MW3's launch getting closer and closer by the day, I'm sure plenty of you are wondering if it's one, worth it to actually pick up the game early on, and two, which version of the game you should pick up if you are interested in buying it. And today, I'm hoping to give you guys all the necessary details to help you make that decision, what platform you may want to buy it on, which version is right for you. So, as we get into all the details, if you are new here, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in COD, whether it's MW3, Warzone, anything in between, it's right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Also, if you enjoy this video, if you find it helpful at all, let me know by dropping a like on it. It is seriously appreciated and it does really help the channel grow. But getting right into it, when it comes to Modern Warfare 3, yes, this is a full-on, quote-unquote, new Call of Duty title. It offers the standard stuff that pretty much every single COD has offered in history. We got a new campaign coming, an extension of the Modern Warfare story, picking up where MW2 left off. We've got a multiplayer experience, bringing back the MW2 2009 maps, including a full slate of post-launch content, which has a bunch of new and unique maps coming, alongside a new weapon arsenal, a new perk and gear system, all the works there. We've got a new co-op mode, which is like a hybrid zombies and DMZ mode. And we also have a Warzone integration coming as well during Season 1, which is going to seriously change the game there. But as far as the game itself goes as a whole, it's available about everywhere you could imagine. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Battle.net, and Steam. Now, as far as if there's a best platform, that's largely subjective, I would say. Obviously, there are distinct differences between the console generations. The game is going to look, run, and feel a whole lot better on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X than it will on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. Obviously, over on PC with BNet and Steam, you have a lot more customization into how you want the game to look and feel with your graphics settings and the ability to play, in a smoother refresh rate up to, 240 hertz, 360 hertz, depending on your monitor, right? So there are some specific differences between those, but as far as the platforms themselves, really the only difference you're going to get in-game in terms of what to expect is with PlayStation, because while we do have exclusivity ending in Call of Duty prior to COD 2024, the current Sony and Activision exclusive item contract is still active, so there are going to be a few things that are specific to PS4 and PS5, including the lockpick operator, which is exclusive for those pre-orders for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and this operator will function very similar to how the Oni operator did during MW2. Outside of that, PlayStation is expected to receive things like combat packs throughout these seasonal updates, which offer in a few specific blueprints, operator skins, some fun calling cards and emblems and stuff like that. And throughout the year, there may be XP bonus incentives as well for PlayStation platforms when you party up and stuff like that. But outside of the, timed XP bonuses that may happen here and there, the content that's specific and exclusive to PlayStation throughout the year, either for pre-order or as seasonal updates, is simply cosmetic. They are just blueprints that change the look of your gun or your operator, so those aren't going to impact the competitiveness of gameplay there whatsoever. So make your choice accordingly. If you really want those bonus items, PlayStation obviously is going to have those, whereas no other platform will until that year time period is up where that stuff becomes openly available. Now let's talk the editions of the game. Before you buy, you should know this about the Standard Edition or the Vault Edition and basically what comes with each. Now, these are all available pretty much on any platform. The only main difference is that there is the Standard Edition for PC, so Battle.net and Steam, whereas for console, for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and then the Xbox generations of One and Series X and S, it's known as the cross-generation bundle or the cross-gen bundle. And that's just because you can get the game on both platforms, basically, if you have each of those consoles. And if you just have one generation of console, you can only play it on that, and it's no big deal there. But the basics here are the cross-gen bundle or the Standard Edition on PC retails for $69.99 USD. Yes, it does have that increased price as most new games do nowadays, and this is going to grant you access to the campaign early if you end up pre-ordering, alongside the soap operator pack that gives you a soap operator skin in MW2 and MW3 as well. And of course, the base game that you can play right away on November 10th to start, your MW3 grind, if you want to call it that. But this is the most basic version of the game, and pre-ordering it does give you those few extra bonuses. However, if you pick up the game after it fully launches, it's just the normal thing there. You'll have access to everything right away. The upgraded version of MW3 this year is yet again known as the Vault Edition, very similar to MW2, and this one retails for $99.99 USD there, and this comes with a lot more than the base edition, as you would expect when the prices increase there a decent amount. So like the base edition, this gives you access to the full game on November 10th when it's fully out. Campaign, multiplayer, co-op, the Warzone integration will all be there right away. However, for pre-ordering the Vault Edition, you also get campaign early access on November 2nd, just like the cross-gen or standard bundle. You also get the Nemesis Operator Pack, which features exclusive skins for Price, Ghost, Warden, and Makarov as well. On top of that, yes, you do also end up getting the Soap Operator Pack too, just like the cross-gen bundle. So you get a lot of skins if you end up getting that Vault Edition for sure. In addition to just the Nemesis Operator Pack, though, you also get 2 weapon vaults, and these basically are blueprints for various weapons in the game that automatically unlock all the attachments for said guns. Now there's 2 versions here, obviously with the 2 different vaults. One is red, one is blue. On top of that, you also get the Season 1 Black Cell upgrade and 30 extra tier skips, which equates to a total of 50 extra tier skips, since Black Cell gives you 20 outright. And then most recently, they did announce if you pre-order the Vault Edition, you also end up getting the Soul Harvest M4 blueprint, and that's available for the MW2 M4 and will also be available in MW3 and the Warzone integration as well. So there is a decent amount of content that does come with the Vault Edition. If you consider that enough for that $20 extra upgrade, that's sort of, again, subjective to you. Are you going to find value in the Black Cell and those 30 tier skips? For what it's worth, that does kind of pay for itself if you were going to buy tier skips as is, or are you going to get a lot of use out of those weapon vaults or operator skins? Whatever the case may be for you specifically, I just want to make sure you have all the information necessary to make that purchase if you're interested in getting the game in the first place. Now, for what it's worth, I do think it is very important to know that if you're hesitant about getting the full-on Vault Edition with all the extra bonuses, in the past, post-launch, if you got just the standard version of the game or the cross-gen version of the game, basically, during the year, some platforms did allow you the option to upgrade to the Vault Edition for just a set price afterwards. So if you're someone post-launch who does really want that Black Cell upgrade, or you do really want those skins for Price and Ghost and Makarov and Warden, or the weapon vaults, you could potentially get that upgrade post-launch if they want to offer that again this year. So that is something to consider going in. You don't have to go all in on the Vault Edition right away if you are a little bit hesitant. Now, really, this year for MW3, there's not many alternatives in terms of versions of the game. A few specific retailers, depending on your region, might have varying bonuses here and there. If you're getting it bundled with certain things, there are some cross promotions out there. But for the most part, it's pretty much just the standard or cross-gen bundle or the Vault Edition. However, Call of Duty has mentioned that there is a code endowment pack or Call of Duty endowment pack upgrade available at select retailers. And if you end up getting this version of the game, it is basically the standard version, but it does come with a Call of Duty endowment animated emblem, sticker, and calling card, in addition to all the core components of the cross-gen or standard version as well. So that's there at, again, select retailers if you're interested. Now, is it actually worth it for this game? Because there has been a lot of talk of this game being awfully similar to MW2 in a lot of areas. You need to be absolutely right. I mean, it is a sequel to MW2, and it's the first time we've ever had a direct sequel to a game year over year in COD history. So it does feel similar in a lot of ways. It looks similar in a lot of ways, and there is a lot of shared content. So if anything, that's giving more value to your stuff from MW2 because it's actually going to be relevant for an extra year as opposed to pretty much all the Call of Duties before. But at the end of the day, like I said at the start, this game is offering the standard Call of Duty sort of content layout between new campaign, new co-op, new multiplayer post-launch content, which personally I think I'm more excited for than anything because that's going to include the majority of the new and unique content, at least on the multiplayer front, with new 6v6 maps, ground war maps, all sorts of stuff like that. Then also the Warzone integration as well. However, that's free for everyone. If you don't buy the game, you'll just be able to level up and unlock your MW3 stuff for free like you would in Warzone if you were a free-to-play player in any of the years past. But hopefully this informed you a little bit more on, if there's any specific platform you might want to consider buying the game on for any exclusive content or anything like that, or if there's a certain version of the game you'd be more interested in. If the video did help you out at all, or if you just simply enjoyed it, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And if you're new here, you want to guarantee you are always up to date with everything you need to know about Call of Duty, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.